Hello and welcome to another video about Project Zomboid from me, Jordan, and today we're going to be looking at police stations. There are, so far as I'm aware, 6 in the course of a map. I have them all written down. We've got one at Fallas Lake, one in Louisville, one in Muldraugh, one in Riverside, one in Rosewood, and one in West Point. We will be tackling them all. We'll be doing them in that order. I can't remember where exactly they are all on a map, so that might take a little bit of time. But thankfully, I'll cut all the extra bits and bobs in between now, so you don't have to worry about that. Same process as always. We'll go through the same bits and bobs. But yeah, let's crack on with that now, shall we? So we start off today at Fallas Lake. Fallas Lake is located approximately halfway between Riverside and Rosewood. It's a lovely red dot over here. And the police station itself is located in this blue building. For those of you that are wondering, it's called Fallas Lake because of this cock-shaped lake. So yes. The police station itself, first and foremost, it has only got one floor. So it only gets 5 points for that. Doesn't get a full 10 points for having a second floor. There are 3 spare rooms. As always, I define the largest room as the main room. Everything else as a spare room. So you've got the bathroom, this genuine storage room, like a locker changing room, style situation, and the cell. Now, you can't get into the cell unless you've got some way of breaking open the door, knocking down the wall, whatever. But it and the bathroom are both incredibly small, so that's something to consider. But because it's got 3 of them, it will still get 6 points. How many entrances does it have? Well, as always, doors and windows count as entrances. It starts off with 10 points. It'll lose 1 point for every 2 ways in. So, by my reckoning, you got this window. Actually, no, we'll do it like we always do. Go around the outside. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this window here, 6. 6 entrances, loses 3 points, so it's down to 7 points for that. Can you expand the area? Not expand, sorry. Oh, yeah, it is expanding. Can you expand it? Now, you could, in theory, block off down here, and then block off at the other end over here. To do that, you'd need 1, 2, 3, 4 bits of wood there. And then, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So you'd only actually need 8 pieces. We will call that 9, because we take up a point for every 3 bits of wall. Call it 9, that's another 7 points that it gets. I'm just going to amend my notes, because I had initially thought that it would be too costly, but I hadn't considered blocking off this area around the back. Let's give you a bit of farming space, a bit of extra storage space. That jumpy noise. Something to consider if you do want to move in here. It would also mean that you don't have to worry too much about your back door and your back window, but you'd probably secure them before you fortified your... What are they doing? Just gonna break them. Kill them. They don't want to die, do they? There we go. Anyway, yeah, so you could fortify that area. Head rolled away. You could fortify the back area, make a little farm out of it if you wanted to. But it is a bit of work. It's not already secure, which is the important thing. Could you use this area for farming? So anyway, to put a generator and water collectors. Now, obviously, the thing about water collectors is that ideally you want them to be above a sink, and that's just not viable here. So you don't get any bonus points to that. You just get the standard 2, because you could put water collectors outside, either if you fortify this area or not. The same for farming. You could farm here, even if you fortify over here. But because it's outside and not secure by standard, you don't get any extra points for it. So 2 points for that. And then, can you put a generator somewhere? Again, there's nowhere outside that's automatically secure, but you have got space to put one inside that is in a spare room, all on its own. I'd probably use the cell for that. I think that would be my go-to. But again, how you play. It's going to get 6 points for that. What have we got in the local area? Now we're gonna go for a little wander. Put the axe away. There we go. Down here, rather conveniently, medical building. So we've definitely got some. Come on. We have got medical supplies in the area. What have we got in here? Just as a rough idea. Painkillers. I could do with some of them right now, actually. Yep, there we go. Just wandered straight out of the bathroom. Some more medical supplies in here, I should think. So, you know, you've got medical supplies. The green buildings, as we know on the map, are stores of some sort. So we've got a bookshop here. Up here we've got a black building, which we know is like a warehousey sort of thing. We've got gravel bags in this one, plaster, and a tire. So nothing good in that particular one, but sometimes you'll find something great. We've got a farming shop, so you have tools in there. I don't know what that is behind there. Let's have a look in there, shall we? Oh, come on. Bloody doors, always locked. Don't want that. There we go. Guns? Oh, there's guns in here. No, I didn't know about this when I was doing my. Oh no, it's ammo. Oh no, there's a gun. Yeah, okay. So I didn't know about this when I was doing my gun store video. I might have to reconsider. I might have to do a follow-up to that based on this particular finding. See if there's any other places. But yeah, you get your basic tools in here for your farming. Sort of mousetrap there. Got your seeds. Point is, this is your tool place, and then next door, I'll teleport back because I can't be asked to walk it. You've got a food market, which means that you've got a these fucking doors. You've got a food supply as well, fresh food. Or it's got stale now. There we go. A few cake bits as well. Again, not perfect, but it's better than nothing. What's in this building here? And not this door. Door not. Meats. And they're refrigerated, so which means they'll last for a while as well. So even if you don't get around to looting straight away. I always forget what the yellow buildings are. Shall we have a look? Feels like this is a laundrette. Come on. No, it's a restaurant. Ah, yeah, eateries. Yes. We've got this other green one. That'll be a laundrette, surely. No, a small shopping centre. So again, more food. Looks like clothes next door. So all in all, you've got a fair few types of resources available to you. I'll just check out this last one. A tool shop. Bloody doors. So you've got some tool books, fishing supplies, a few normal tools. You know, just general bits and bobs that will make your life a little bit easier. Even saw some planks there. So you know, that is a viable place as well. Let's see. There we go. Back to a police station. Oh, I did make a mess on that wall, didn't I? Crikey. So, by my reckoning, we've got food, tools, weapons, and a few miscellaneous bits and bobs. And the medical supplies. So that gives it a full 8 points. Not a full 8 points, sorry. Gives it 8 points for the various supplies we've got. I didn't see a vehicle repair place. I feel like there's maybe a gas store down here. That's for laundromat, and then that's probably a pub. Or a bar, if you prefer, as some people do. So yeah, no gas station. But you know that's only a small thing anyway. I can't give it the full 10 points, but we will give it the 8. Population isn't too bad around here. I'm going to say that it gets a 15 pointer. That's fairly busy over there. So no, we'll call it 10 points just to be safe. But it's not too busy. Not too busy. And by my reckoning, that means that this place gets 49 out of 75 points. I'll put the explanation of the breakdown on the screen for you. But that makes it 49 out of 75 points. That's a bloody impressive score. Sorry, the music went a bit weird. That's an impressive score. Can we find anywhere that will beat it? We'll move on to the Louisville police station. That is a main HQ. So I will see you there. Although I will wait until this morning, so it'll be a bit lighter. So yes, I'll see you there. Okay, so now we're at the Louisville Police Department and Detention Services building. We're going to start off by acknowledging that this has gotten upstairs. This section here demonstrates that quite nicely, so it automatically gets the 10 points for that. But you will notice something quite important. I'm going to leave that door open because it's not going to make much difference. I am not going to count how many ground floor entrances this building has. The reason I'm not going to do that... Oh, God, what's going on here? The reason I'm not going to do that is very simple. I'm not entirely sure what the best route to take to do this is. But you will notice this walkway, which takes you across the street and leads you into another building. And then you will notice a bit further on, back here, if we turn left, I think it is. No, not that way. Follow the hallway down, and then turn left. You will see another walkway, which leads you to another building across the street. And if we go back to the other side of this... Oh, God, my keyboard. There we go. Go across to the other side of this building. Just keep on running. Sorry, I'm a terrible singer. I shouldn't have done that. I apologise profusely for it. we're gonna keep going. There's another walkway, and it leads to another building. So I'm not going to count ground floor entrances because there is definitely more than 20 ground floor entrances to consider. Okay, yes, fine. You could secure this right here, and I'm going to demonstrate that by saying, oh, okay, let's build a wall. We're going to build a wall. It's going to be a great wall. Going to be the best wall ever. Whatever, all that kind of crap. We could do that. We could absolutely 100% do that if we wanted to. The fact that us doing that means that they've all suddenly started hearing us is always bothersome. But we could build that wall, and then we could block that off so that they can't get through. That's fine. And we could do that on all 3 walkways. And actually, that would be a fantastic idea because it would secure a lot of this upstairs area. I mentioned last time how I did that for a school. I basically secured one particular... I blocked off all the downstairs and I took all the stairs out anyway so that no one could get to me. And didn't mean to do that. And that is a viable option, but there's still so many ground floor entrances to consider that I do not believe that this is a easily defendable location. I'm not counting those entrances. It's not happening. And I know that's normally the third thing we look at, but it's such an important thing. I thought we'd move it up a list a bit. Are there any spare rooms? You tell me. There are a fuck ton of spare rooms. Just on this floor alone. Oh, okay, maybe not there. I thought there'd be more there. On this floor alone, this is 3 spare rooms. 5 spare rooms. Because you've got these 2 doors as well. That's 5 spare rooms. 6, 7. You only need 5 to get your full 10 points. So we've definitely got enough spare rooms. That's fine. Gets full points for that. No issue whatsoever. Does it have space for generators, water collectors, and farming? Now, yes. The reason I'm going to say yes, because if you come up here, out here, this is the easiest way of getting there. We've got a whole roof here, which we could put water collectors on. That's no trouble whatsoever. I'm not sure what's underneath us. I think it's just hallways connecting the police station to what is, in fact, a prison. I'm just going to break one of these walls. Show you. Destroy the wall. And this is, in fact, the prison. So, you know, it's a very secure set of buildings. You're not going to have anything breaking out there anytime soon. And as it happens, if you can be asked to get yourself down into this area and have this secure, which would just be blocking that door off, and then making sure you've got a way back up, you've actually got a nice little area for farming as well. Enclosed. And if that's not how you want to do it, just drop down here a sec. It's not much different. But you got this area as well that you could use for farming. So there is plenty of space. Enclosed space. I mean, this doesn't have... Oh, hang on, what's this? Is that a gate? Oh, I didn't mean to climb here. This fence looks enclosed to me. This entire area. And as it stands, there's only... I think this one's dead. Yeah. There's only one zombie. Two, three, four, 5 zombies. It's an entire little farm off area. And it's not a little farm off area. You could make a big farm out of this. At least big farm by my standards. That skeleton over here. You don't see many skeletons. Peculiar. Can we climb up? No, of course not. Ugh, let's go back through. So anyway, you have got your opportunity to do your farming and your generators and your water collectors, but it's going to take a lot of effort. You need to secure that area. You need to have your carpentry up. You need to have all that kind of shit going on. For that reason, I'm going to break my normal scoring convention. I'm only going to give it with 5 points. Purely because with the vastness of this area, the amount of work that will go into making sure that you can properly utilise... Come on, come out the window. There we go. The amount of work that will go into making sure you can properly utilise this pre-existing farm, your carpentry skill and your clearing it out, defending this area, blocking it off, it's a lot of work. If you want to forego the farming, that's fine, you can make that work. But as a whole, I think you need to take into account the sheer monumental task that this place is in terms of defending it, securing it, and locking it down. And that's fine. Can you expand it? Oh, I've skipped a section. I'm an idiot. You see, I looked through all 6 of these places already. Completely looked through them all. And worked out what the scores were going to be for them. And I intended to give this 9 points for the farming, generators, and water situation. Because you can do it all, but I'm not giving it the full points because of the work that you got to put into it. The thing I'm giving it 5 points for is expansion. Because you can expand it. And it would take a fair few bits of resources to do. Oh, it's here, by the way. I meant to say. This building. Whoops. You could expand it, but it's not a matter of expanding it by building more areas. It's by securing more areas. Christ, they really want to break into this prison, don't they? So, as I've already said, you could, in theory, just knock down the stairs, block off the 3 walkways, and then you've got yourself a defensible location. Relatively easily defensible location once you've cleared it. And clearing it's going to take a bit of time. And then, of course, if you were deciding you maybe wanted to, I don't know, unlock this extra building, you could do the same thing in here. And it wouldn't actually take all that much wood to do. It would probably just take the sledgehammer that you'd need to break down the stairs, and then whatever weapons you want to use to clear out the zombies. That is an option, and it doesn't involve you using walls to build new structures to expand what you've already got. It's a matter of clearing out buildings that already exist and adding them to your fortified location. So I'm giving it 5 points because it's a unique sort of situation that we're in. It's not... Well, I've already said it. I've already said what it is and what it isn't. Giving it 5 points. That's the end of it. Nearby resources. Now we are, as you can see, in downtown Louisville. And if you look at the map, you will see there is quite a few pink buildings, well, green buildings especially. You've got some pink buildings. That's a fire station from the very first of these videos that I did. That is the downtown fire station. So if you wanted an axe, you can probably get one from there. Not sure what these are. That's a bus stop, I know that much. But the point is, that's a medical supply building, so you've definitely got that. One of these will be a food place. What I'm going to show you, the thing that caught my eye the most, whilst I was here, if I can remember which room it's in. Is it this one? No, not that one. Not that one. One of these rooms looks like it has medical supplies. Oh, it's over here. That's one. Sorry. This area looks like a medical area with medical supplies that you would be able to find without having to technically leave the building. Again, you'd have to secure it, you'd have to make it safe, but you do have your own store of them in building. What are those 4 buildings? And again, just to clarify, this building, which I think is the courthouse, this building, which is the prison, this one, which is the police station, this, which looks to be some sort of holding area, and this, which is a town hall, I guess, maybe? I don't know. You don't have to, you've got a hell of a lot of resources just in these. I'm sure there's probably weapons somewhere downstairs. We could go and have a look for them if we want. We've got the food. You know, we will have a look, but we'll just check out here first. So you got a cafe. You got a sweet shop. Probably do donuts and something. There's books or clothes. No, that's a bar. What's that called? Maison du Boeuf? Is that? Would that be beef house? I don't know. My French has always been a bit lacking. Got another eatery over here. If I can, come on, find the right building. Where's that hotel? Maybe wherever it is. I'm not going in it. Not now. What we got here? There's a food mart over here. Oh Christ! Actually, no, we explored this one before. So you got a little food place here. And you got your coffee shop there. Looks like a small grocer's here, which probably only has like Gatorade and sweets and, you know, non-perishables. A few maps, that kind of thing. Between that and the medical supplies, this weird office building. I know there's a... Oh, it's a bank there. I know from looking at the map beforehand that there is a supermarket somewhere near here, like a proper one. Can't remember for the life of me where it is, but it is fairly close. I wrote down 8 points because you've got food, weapons, medicine, and your miscellaneous bits and bobs that you're going to want. You don't want a lawyer. Lawyers are blood-sucking leeches. We don't have a lawyer, and look how well we've turned out. Or something like that. Everything you could need, with the exception of a gas station and a few like extra, like a bookshop. I don't think there's a bookshop in here. There might be. Trouble is that with these buildings, it's hard to see what they are because you haven't got the names of them. But I have listed it as having 8 points on my pre-recording notes that I've made. There it is. Is a shop of some sort. What's this? What is this? Oh, it's an electric shop. Right. So if you want a new lamp, then you have absolutely got the opportunity to get a new lamp, and that is something pretty damn neat. Oh, I've broken the door down. What have we got back here? I get so distracted during these videos. More lamps, more electrical goods. Put a light on. Make it easier for them to loot. There we go. Car park if you want to do that. Anyway, because I'm so easily distracted. Ah, wrong building. There we go. Because I'm so easily distracted, let's get back into it. You got most of the types of resources you could want in the area. I'm going to call it 8 points. And finally, the number of zombies. I would say that being here is suicidal. There are so fucking many zombies. So many fucking zombies that it does not seem viable to me. I am not, despite what you may have believed from seeing my my survival attempts, the last video of which, and there's a reason why it's the last video, is going up this Friday. I do not enjoy having to fight the zombies. I consider the zombies to be a bit of a pest, which is an understatement, surely. But yes, I think that being here is suicidal. You could do it. If there's anything that I've demonstrated or will demonstrate in the upcoming video, again, out this Friday, is that you can survive a lot longer than you expect to if you know what you're doing. Doesn't mean it's fun though. It doesn't mean you should have to do it. I mean, these. I don't even know how to word it properly. The sheer number of zombies in this area mean that this is not a one-person survivor area. It's absolutely this is a you need a small team, maybe even a large team, to properly secure and maintain this area, at least to get it off the ground. Because you'll need someone with a sledgehammer. You'll need a hell of a lot of weapons to break through. Oh look, it's an outside door. See, I haven't properly explored a lot of this because there's not much cool to do it. I saw that looked like a door there. Huh. It did look like a door. Oh, it's stairs, that's fine. Yeah. I've not properly explored the area because there's not much cool to properly explore it. Like, you can tell already for the most part what this area is like. Oh, it's a weird room, isn't it? Just by having seen what you can see. And what you can see is that it is a fucking mess. The zombies have no regard for the police structure or any of that kind of stuff, and they will just straight up invade a police station, which is not something that you should do. Certainly not something they should do. But they ain't gonna listen. That said, if you can be asked, there's probably guns in that box. So we go and have a look. Is there guns in there? Yeah, you got two guns, a revolver and a pistol. That's totally worth the effort making it all the way to here. You've got all these extra zombies to deal with. You know, you understand what I'm saying? This is not worth it. This is a stupid place to go. If you think, I'm going to regret saying this, but if you want me to give it a go, let me know. We'll set a few parameters up. We'll see how long I last. It will not be long because this is suicidal. These are normal settings. I've not changed any of the settings. All I've done is load into a map, put debug mode on so that I'm not going to just get ripped apart, and I would get ripped apart very quickly here, and seeing what's happened. This is how it spawns it. This is standard. This is how it looks. I've not done anything apart from knock down the walls that you've seen me knock down, or open the doors you've seen me open. That is it. So, you know, it's dangerous here. And for that reason, and for the reasons that I've listed on the screen, this place gets 42 out of possible 75 marks. It has a lot of strength to it. It's the only one on this list, the only one in the video today, that has got an upstairs area. But the downside of that is that there's so much space that you can't properly secure it. Downstairs is a nightmare, upstairs is a nightmare. The walkways don't help, the sheer number of zombies to clear out in the first place don't help. This is the kind of situation where I can fully envision you have someone go in, draw them all out, and you have someone secure it whilst that other person is leading them all away as far as possible. That is not a sensible tactic for gameplay. That's a Shaun of the Dead method, and it didn't go well for them. Because you guarantee you'll miss one window, you'll miss one door, they'll find some way in, and you're screwed. It is as simple as that. It doesn't work. You can try it. I don't support the notion. So yeah, 42 out of 75. Scores on the balls. Scores on the doors? Scores on the screen. What am I talking about? This isn't Shooting Stars. Anyway, let's move on to the next place, which is Muldraugh. And I will see you there. Right then, welcome to Muldraugh Police Station. This is, as you may have expected, located in southern Muldraugh, which is located here. So you're talking north of March Ridge, east of Rosewood, south of, is that West Point? I think that one's West Point. Yeah, West Point. I've played too much of this game if I know that. So anyway, southern part of forgot what it's called now. Muldraugh. Not sure I'm saying that right, but that's what it is. As I've said, it's the only one. The last one was the only one that's got an upstairs, so only gets 5 points for having only a downstairs. We're gonna have a look and see how many rooms it's got. So, blah, da, 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 da. One room. It's a locked door, but it is one room. We've got a second room. It's a locked door, but that's a third room. Fourth room. Fifth room. So, what is that? What's that CD? I'll look after you. Ooh. Very nice of them. We are, for argument's sake, just going to destroy these doors, just so I don't have to piss about too much. There we go. So, you know, you have got your gun. It's not a lot of gun. Get a bit of ammo on this shelf over here, I think it was. When it decides to, there we go. It's playing ball now. You don't have many guns, but you have got guns if that's your the thing that you want to do. Again, in here, if you want to get through here, use this as storage, you can, but it's not ideal. Because we've got the 5 rooms and the hallway and this main big room, it does get the full 10 points. 5 rooms plus a hallway, definitely 5 rooms worth. They're not small either, some of them. The bathrooms are actually quite big. The bathroom is bigger than a lot of them are in this game. Clear out the stuff, and you've got some decent space in there. So, yep, absolutely. 5 rooms, full points. How many entrances are there? So, as always, we'll do a lap around the outside. We'll use this fence as our starting point because it's a nice, convenient stop-start. So you get window, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We keep going. And that is it. There's 12 ways into this building. Therefore, it loses 6 points. You only get the 4 points for it. Is this easy to expand? Now, when I first looked at this place, I had a bit of trouble on the wiki gauging how high this fence was. It is very clear to me that it is a short fence, mostly because if you run at it, you jump over it like that. And because if I were to... Oh, I didn't even have to lure them over. They just fall over it, which means they can get over this fence, no trouble. It means if you're going to secure this, you're going to have to go all the way around the outside. That is not a viable expansion. But, oh shit, didn't mean to do that. What you can do, if you want, and we're going to demonstrate that, we could block this off. I'm not going to block the whole thing. I don't know how many this actually takes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because we round up, we're going to call that 9. You could block that off so that you have this area, which is not a small room in itself, and it's already got a light in it, so you don't have to worry too much about that. What is that? Well, we know it's 7 by... Is it 4? Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's 28 spaces. And the reason why that seems like it's a viable option to me, and again, it's a bit of work, so I'm not going to give it the normal points. I'm going to give it 5 points for this, and I'll explain why in a sec. If we were to build a set of stairs up, that's a very strange wall, isn't it? Huh. Very, very strange. Pardon me, sorry. We already know that there are sinks somewhere over here. I'm going to destroy a hole in the ground. We'll jump down that hole in a sec. We should end up in the bathroom, I think. So if we were to place our water collectors on there, if this area they don't seem to be able to get up to, actually, it turns out, then A, you've got the rest of his roof, but also, more importantly, you've got your water collectors above a water source. Oh, look, what do you know? We're in the bathroom. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. Spatial awareness. That is already better than some of the places that we've got here. on this list. It's okay. Yes, fine. It's only going to get 5 points, but this is important. So far, none of the other places have had obvious locations that you could put water collectors to power, or rather supply water to a tap or a bath or a shower or whatever. That isn't something we've seen yet, and that is an incredibly valuable resource. It's costly because you've got to deal with the stairs. Obviously, you've still got to secure everything else as well. But if you do that, and if you do this, you've got quite a bit of option available to you. So we're giving it 5 points. Is there anywhere for you to do farming? There is, but it's not secure and it's not quick to secure either. You could do it here inside this little fence, but again, it's not secure because it's only a little fence. Not ideal. Space to put a generator inside, outside, but again, outside isn't secure. You can pop it on the roof, but it's a bit costly because you've got to do the stairs. And the same for your water collectors. You can put them outside insecure. You can put them on outside above for sinks, but again, it's a bit of work to get there. It's not like the last place where you could just slash a window and you're on a roof, right? It's not like in the, I forgot what it's called now. There's a fire station, the outpost fire station, where you can just open a window and you're on a roof, and you've got a secure area. Once you've secured the ground floor, you've got areas where you can do all that stuff, but you haven't in this place. And that's my definition of whether it's secure or not. It's whether securing the ground floor secures that area. And sadly, securing the ground floor for this to the point where you've got. Won't it let me climb over? No, it won't let me climb over. Oh. Securing the ground floor in a way that gives you grass requires going around the outside of this area. Or, alternatively, making a smaller area, but it's still a lot more work than it should be. So we don't count it. This place only gets 6 points for the water farming and generator situation. What have we got in the local area that is resource helpful? So over here we have got, I believe this is a gas station. Is it a gas station or is it a food place? Oh no, it's a video store. Sorry. Silly me. You've got a video store over here. You've got a few warehousey bits. I believe this is your medical supplies, which is not particularly great distance-wise. That is a bit beyond my comfortable walking range. But we are going to check out over here. See what we've got. A few officers. What's in there? Some more officers. So they're not viable, really. What we got over here? This is a strip mall, I believe, is the technical term. Clothing store. Bookstore. Empty store. Empty store. That's how that is. Office. More clothes. Is that? Oh, is this a hairdresser's? It's like a hairdresser's. Probably got some scissors or something. Hair dye, yeah. So it's a hairdresser's. Another empty one. And then a small food place. Which means out the back they'll have some fridges. What we got here? Greens. Greens sounds like a grocery store. It's got a shopping basket there. Yeah, there we go. I don't know where is that meant to be a door? No, it's a bucket. I'm just going to smash the window. I cannot be asked for more hassle. So you got your, if you're here quick enough, you've got your fresh food, and you've got your fridges there for some of it as well. Your extra supplies, fresh burrito somehow, even though we're like 10 days in, you got fresh burritos. So you have got your food. If you're prepared to walk, you've got medical supplies. I wouldn't personally. You got a bit of entertainment. We've already talked about the warehouses over here. So what's this one? What's that? Oh shit! What have I done? There we go. So you got a warehouse in here. If we can just put up fade through all there. Oh, what do you know? So you've got a few supplies, a few tools. It's probably something worth having here. Metal pipe, screwdriver, plank. You know, you've got options for valuable resources or items that people consider to be valuable. Metal sheets are fantastic when it comes to securing. Oh look, hand axe and a sledgehammer. Yeah, I mean they are valuable resources no matter who you are. You won't be able to get into your police cell without one of those. So you know it's worth checking out this area. That automatically puts this better than what's that? There we go. Better than some of the other places that we've seen because we've not noticed for our wandering around that we've got those places. You know, we've not seen a sledgehammer other than the one in my inventory at any other point whilst making any of these videos so far. So you know, as far as I'm concerned, this is an 8-pointer. Got some food, you got some entertainment, bit of a walk to medical if you want it, but you'll probably find some medical in the nearby houses. Can't guarantee it, so we don't count it. And then a few tools as well. 8 points, simple as that. What have we got in the local? No, hang on. Let's go back to the actual police station, shall we? Really hate that noise. How many zombies are there in the local area? Now this is just one wall, but there's quite a few there. Quite a few over here. A few inside. We saw a few around the back. More over there. I'm calling this a 10-pointer. No, sorry, a 5-pointer. Because it's not suicide levels, but it's sizable enough to the point, but it's quite bad. I wouldn't want to be here if I could help it. Based on these numbers, I wouldn't want to be here if I could help it. It's going to take a bit of work to clear it out. And yes, whilst you could, in theory, use the roof as a secure area, you still got a bit of work cut out for you. It's not necessarily worth the effort that it's going to take to sort it out. 5 points. And that, based on what you can see on the screen, brings us up to, by my count, 43 out of a possible 75. That actually makes it the third best so far. So sorry, the second best. Because it's not quite as good as the first one, but it's better than the last one by a single point. Which is impressive to me. I think most of that is thanks to the fact that it's got the in fact, yeah, the point difference is mostly down to population and the entrances. So, you know, something to consider. Food for thought, if you will. We're going to move on from this place now. We're going to have a look at Riverside's police station. Welcome to Riverside's police station, which is located in the northwest of Riverside. The only thing to the west of it is the trailer park. Everything else is east of it. And obviously, Riverside, located alongside the river. Basically, what the most northeastern major settlement in the game. You've got a few other bits and bobs that you can find, but it's in terms of things that are worth seeing, Riverside is up here, and it is in this part of it. So, as we already know, because we already talked about it, I should have checked this door before I started this section. There we go. There is only one floor for this building. There you go, lights on. I hate it when the lights are off. I do. I really do. I'm going to start unlocking these doors before I start recording, I think. There we go. So, there's an upstairs. Sorry, there's not an upstairs. So, that shit made me jump. Okay, now. It shouldn't make me jump. I should know by now that it's going to happen. But it still makes me jump. It has got an upstairs. How many spare rooms has it got? So, through here, we've got 1 room, 2 room, small room, but 3. Prison cell, 4. This room, 5. So, it does get the full 10 points for this, which is ideal for it. It's not necessarily as spacious as you'd like, but you have also got this little extra area that you could use for stuff if you wanted to. So, you know, I'm going to give it the full 10 points for that. How many entrances are there? So, oh Christ, I'm stuck on. Oh, it's a bin, that's why. Whoops. How many entrances are there? So we're going to count them. We'll start in this corner. Got window, 2, 3, 4. Door around the back. It's locked, but there is a door in the back. I'm not going to bother opening that one. And then there is a window here. So that makes 6. 4 door 6. 6 ins, loses 3 points. No, it's a point per 2 entrances. Which it gets full, not full. It gets 7 points for this. Is it expandable? The real issue here is that there isn't anything to expand off of. You could maybe build a little doorway, a little walkway here, so you got an extra room. Or you could do the same thing over here as well, but it's not really worth doing. Your best bet, if you're gonna expand, would be to wall off here. So you got this grass, but even then, that's a big undertaking. I'm not going to give it any points for expandability. Simple as that. No points for it. To be fair, if you're going to make a grassy area, a farm, you probably want to use this much larger bit of grass over here, right? It's considerably larger, and if you do end up having to run, you've got a bit of space to run away from. So, you know, I probably wouldn't even, to be quite honest with you, secure that if I was doing a farm there, because I'm not much of a farmer, if I'm honest with you. Where was I going with that for? But the cost reward for securing it just doesn't feel worth it to me at all. Just doesn't. So, can you put a generator in? Yes, you could put a generator outside, but it wouldn't be secure. You could put one inside one of your smaller rooms, maybe the prison cell, maybe the where is it? There's a particular room that caught my eye for this. Oh, the bathroom. There we go. Yeah, the bathroom. Maybe in here. Or in here. But to be fair, this little corner over here would probably be best. Move these out of the way. Pop your generator in there. It's a fairly decent room for it, I think. Yeah. If that's what you were going to do. You wouldn't have to. It's entirely up to you. We already talked about the fact that there's no real secure area to do your farming or your water collecting. Wouldn't necessarily have to secure it because it's quite quiet, which we'll come back to. But yeah, it's not. There's no secure places to do any of it, so I'm going to call it 6 points for that. What have we got in the local area? Well, a whole lot of nothing, to be honest with you. There's none of these buildings. Oh, sorry, none of these buildings, the little peachy ones, are worth seeing. There's no medical building in this area at all. God knows what happens if there's an emergency, because it's a bit of a way to here or to Louisville or even Fallas, West Fallas, Fallas Lake. That's it, Dick Lake, if you will. You know, there's nothing really nearby for your medical supplies. What we have got, ignoring the fact that we're going to get tools and weapons, well, weapons specifically, from the guns from the police station, we have got a gas station here. And with that, we have got some non-perishable foods. Non-perishable is, of course, the most valuable food, but it's not the most healthy food, by definition. So you got chips, you got pop, you'll have... Oh, you got a few medicine bits in here, but not a lot. Not a proper medicine supply. So you've got bits of food. There is another building over here, which caught my eye a bit. Is it this one? You got an eatery, I think it is, some sort. Spiffo, that's it. Which sounds a ridiculous name. You got Spiffos, which means that there'll be fridges in the back, which we will go and check out. These fucking doors are pissing me right off, I tell you. So yeah, we've got... There should be some fridges. There we go. Fridges here. So we've got some uncooked meat. Don't know if there's anything in these cupboards that's worth checking out. What was that? Was that a Spiffo or something? Spiffo server apron. Ooh, fancy. Some potatoes lying around still. Somehow they've not gone rotten yet. So you've got some food supplies. They're not a lot. I'm only gonna give this 4 points because everything else, as you'll see, everything else is getting a bit far away on the old walking distance. It's quiet, so it's not so bad. Not sure what this building is. Can we check this out quick? Yeah, it's another eatery of some sort. Oh, it's a small store, actually. Bring that in. What's it? What we got in here? So, some non-perishable foods. There's fridges over here. I think I just saw some crayons. A few extra supplies. So you could just buy it if you wanted to. You could come here, but it's only food really, food and clothes. We're still only going to give it 4 points. Saving bases, whatever this is. Furniture shop, not worth it. Video store, not really worth it. That's a restaurant, and that is a camera store. So yeah, still like 4 points. Sticking with it. What's the zombie population like? Well, in my opinion, it's actually fairly quiet. I'm gonna give it for 10 points. I'm not going to give it a full 15. Because if you're going to go explore to get any of the resources, you're going to come across quite a few of them. But it's not as busy as... Right, it's as busy as Fallas Lake, I would say. And not in the immediate area, but in the area where you would need to travel to get anything. And that's just as bad. Like, it doesn't matter where they are, if you've got to fight through them or avoid them, if they are a problem, right? So based on that, by my reckoning, this gets 42 out of 75 points. Score is on the screen again. Explanation as to the actual scores themselves. Breakdown, all that kind of stuff. That is, at the moment, the same as for Louisville police station, which means that this isn't really that viable a place. And when you consider that we are only probably going to get... What is it? We haven't even got a gun out of this place. We've only got ammunition. It means it's probably not actually worth it at all. Is there anything in there? More ammo? I doubt they've got guns in there. What's in the box? What's in the box? Yeah, just ammo. So this place doesn't even have any guns. Which means if you're going to try and get guns, this police station ain't the one for you. You know? Some of them, fantastic. This place, not so great. I do not feel like this is worth going to at all. It's probably not even worth looting based on that. Again, I know it's all loot is randomly generated. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you would get in yours. I don't think it's worth it. That's the end of it. Next up, we have Rosewood. We are now at a Rosewood police station. Rosewood being well, not quite the southernmost because of March Ridge, but one of the southernmost areas in the game. Louisville top left, Rosewood bottom left. Rosewood is where I had my solo playthrough, which again finishes this week. Yeah, fun times. And is located next to the fire station, which again we've already done a video on. It hasn't got an upstairs, as we know. We're not going to piss around with that. We're just going to crack on. Does it have any spare rooms? Oh Christ, I haven't had a look around to make sure the doors are unlocked. Whoops. Okay, so we've got this. I'm going to count this as the main room, just as a heads up. So we've got one spare room, two spare room. We've got a big hallway which you could use. And along here itself. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. We've already got plenty of other spare rooms that we could work with. So we're not going to have to stress about spare rooms. Plenty of storage space for anything we need. I think the guns are in this room towards the end. Just we'll have a quick look at the... Yeah, of course it's locked. Why wouldn't it be locked? Destroy. Door. Door. So that noise, right? So what guns have we got? We've got a pistol, a rifle, pistol, stock. So you've got a few guns. You got quite a bit of ammo. You know, you've got this is more viable than the last place at the very least, just in terms of that storage space. How many ways in are there? Now this one is actually deceptively safe. So we're going to start at this fence. Got one way in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep going around. 12. Dun, dun, dun. Nothing around all this way. Nothing around all this way. Still on 12. I think it was 12. Come on, come on. There we go. 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 ways in. As a result, gets 2 points. How would you be able to expand it? Now, if I was to expand this area, I would most likely build off of this fence over here. This being that you end up with a massive car park for any extra space you want. Get a bit of grass, not a lot, but it does allow for... It's a nice secure area. It's the only thing it's worth doing, I would say. So if you're going to do anything, that'll be that. You could maybe go for a smaller area on the other side of a building, but I don't think... if you're going to do it, you're going to do it properly, right? How many walls does this take? I've guesstimated it takes about 20. So in my guesstimation, I've given it 3 points. So let's do this properly, shall we? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. 22. We round that to 24 because of the way that we do the scores. So actually, I was going to give it too many points. It only gets 2 points for that. Oh, it's not looking good. But that would give you all this area. It would give you the car park. Realistically, if you're going to have a car park, you're probably going to want to put a gate in anyway. So I'll probably right to do that. Score off. So a gate does cover... How many is it? Shows what I know, doesn't it? Double wooden door. It covers 4, I think it is. Yeah, let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, covers 4. So actually, maybe that's better in the long run, resource wise. We're still going to give it the 2 points. We did the numbering. We're gonna stick to it. You could, like I say, block off this area. You don't get a lot of grass out of it though, and because of that, we're not going to give it many points on the old grass for farming style situation. Same, you could put a generator on the inside. That'd be fine. You could pop a set of water collectors on the roof above wherever the bathrooms are. We saw some bathrooms over here somewhere. Tell you what, let's see if we can just randomly teleport into it, shall we? Almost. It's just over here. Bathroom. So you can put water collectors on the roof above them. No trouble. I think there's a break room somewhere through here. Does it have a sink? No, I don't think it does. Oh, there's another bathroom here, actually. So that's an option as well. It's a bigger bathroom. So you could put water collectors on the roof, but again, you've got to get up to the roof, right? And it's costly. I'm only going to get 6 points. The local area. The local area. As we know from the fire station video, although to be fair, I haven't checked the stats that I gave for fire station. It is basically the same as the fire station. So you got your tools, your weapons, probably an axe that you can get out of there. There's a bit of wood stuff down here because that's a lumber yard, I think it is. You got a few eateries, that's a gigamart. If you can be asked to go far enough, you got a gas station. Yeah, that's a gas station, and this is a vehicle repair place. But this is the main road through Rosewood, which means that there's going to be a lot of zombies along it. We've already seen how many zombies there are around the outside of the police station. Yeah. Which means that this is going to be busy as well. We're giving it 6 points. Anything beyond the crossroads for me is not worth checking out. Or at least not factoring into the nearby resources, which means that buildings that we get are Mama Fuddingtons, which is not food that we can get to keep for long, and that's it, because that's an officer's and that's a bank. If you go a little bit farther, you get a small further, you get a small supermarket. You could maybe justify the crossroads itself, but even then, you're only really dealing with food and weapons. I've got medicine here somewhere. Why have I got medicine written down on my list? Maybe because one of it is a dentist. But again, it's too far down. No, I know why. I remember why. Yep. Because there's medicine. Oh, didn't even see that. It's medicine in the fire station. Where's that garage open? Oh, I knew I'd do something. There we go. We have medical supplies in the fire station. Not many, but we have some to at least get you on the ball rolling. And that is more than you have in a lot of other buildings. So you benefit from that. It's small detail. This fire station provides you tools, weapons. We know there's going to be an accident here. We checked that out before, I'm sure. And that's better than a lot of places. So 6 points. Bit of a walk if you want to get anything more. Any substantial food in particular. So you can tell it's the same world because I've still got this little bit of wall when I was counting how far it was to here. Jump that fence. It is literally just across the road. This road, you know, they are right next to each other. And indeed, whilst living in the fire station in my solo play, I did loot the police station and steal some guns I never ended up using. Or do I? Dun dun dun. Dramatic silence. Anyway, moving on to the next point. How busy is it? We've seen a fair bit of busyness. A fair few zombies around the outside. There'll be some on the inside, obviously, now. There were anyway, but not many. I'm going to give this 10 points because it's not too bad. Weird gate there now. I'm going to give it 10 points because it's not too bad. This outside fence means that they have to walk all the way around. Any that are on the other side of this fence will have to walk all the way around. Which means if I were to make a big noise over here and draw them over, well, like these ones, that'd be awkward. I'm going to give it 10 points because there's a few, but it's manageable. And that's the key thing, is it's manageable. You could... Why would you not climb the fence? There you go. Strange man. You can deal with a bunch of them at a time. If you end up getting overran, you can walk around the outside of the building. I hope this one drops the shotgun. I hope the shotgun it drops is already loaded. It is loaded. Shall we equip it? Shall we see what happens? Can we take them out? Oh, it's quiet as well. What's he got on it? It's got a suppressor of some sort. No, it doesn't look like it. Ah. Just seemed quiet to me. Oh, I know why. Because I've got the... Yeah, hang on. Yeah, it's because I'm on quiet mode, aren't I? Yeah, never mind. Debug mode. I've got it on ghost mode, or ghost mode means everything's really quiet. So ignore that. I thought that was a bit weird. So yes, anyway, 10 points for that. All in all, that puts us up to, as you can see on the screen, gets you up to 41 points, which actually makes it the worst so far. Which, considering how highly I thought of the fire station, at least from my own personal experience, rather than the points, I can't remember what the points were now. I really should keep track of it in anything other than the videos. Yeah, I'm surprised how badly this is scored compared to the others. But so far, they are all 40 points plus. Which is, you know, surprising to me, because we've had some really shocking points before. I suppose it helps, of course, that everything gets an automatic 5 points. But, yeah. Next up, and our last entry on this video, is West Point Police Station. So I will see you there. Welcome to West Point Police Station. As you can see, it is located in this section of West Point, which is located, well, it's the nearest settlement to Louisville, nearest proper settlement. As always, not quite always, but as per most of the entries on this list, has not got an upstairs, so it only gets 5 points. We'll go through, have a look at the spare rooms. Already, I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we can see right off the bat. So we know for a fact, that it's going to have enough storage space for us. It's going to have a little shifted at what weapons. Yeah, weapons, guns, ammo. The usual bits and bobs. We've got some scopes here. Crikey. And then a safe. I don't know if we can do anything with a safe. We can delete it, it seems. I don't know if we can open it, uncrack it, or whatever. Probably not. Don't know why it's in there. Probably evidence. It'd be a bit noisy. Anyway, quite a few of them as well. Whoops. So yeah, 10 points for storage space. Plenty of space for it. However you want to tackle it, you've got space for what you need. How many entrances are there? Oh boy. We're going to start on this corner today. And that leaves us with 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Walk around this short fence. Still on 13. Still on 13. 13 still. And what do you know? There's only 13 entrances. Because we round that, it's going to be 14. Again, remember, you lose a point for every 2 entrances. That brings us down to 3 points. So it's not the least secure, or it's not the most difficult one to secure, but it's still it's low on the list. It's awkward, shall we say. Is there anything to expand off of to make a more secure area? I'm going to say no. You could, in theory, claim this walkway, this alleyway. It would not be worth it. There's no real merit to having this alleyway. And because this fence is a short fence, if you're going to try and secure the car park, you've got to go all the way around the outside. Why that police car isn't parked inside the car park, I don't bloody know. Is it raining? No. Can we get inside the car? Oh, I can see if there's anything good in the car, shall we? Just because sometimes you get something decent in the car. Alcohol, batteries. Oh, 2 weapons and a load of ammo. Very nice. Not going to pick them up. But yeah, no, expandability, it hasn't got any, realistically. It's going to be a nightmare to expand it for anything worthwhile. If you get onto the roof, I don't count the roof for this side of it. So, 0 points. 0 points, as they say at Eurovision very often to us here in Britain. Can you put a generator somewhere secure? Inside, yes, fine. Not ideal. You'd rather be outside and secure. It's fair enough. So 2 points for that. Farming, again, there's no... Even if you were to secure the car park, there's no grass inside the car park. Is that a car backpack? No, it's just 2 zombies. You got this grass, but you'd have to cut the trees down. You got this grass. It's not very big, and again, a lot of work. Keyboard really is playing up. I've moved to a Bluetooth keyboard, and I don't get on with Bluetooth keyboards. This, it turns out, is white. And water collectors, again, you could do that on the roof. Forgot my weapons. You could do water collectors on the roof, but it's a bit of an investment. What with the stairs? Where would you even put them? Probably around the back. And then, because there's no doorways out the back, that's a bit awkward. Your best bet would probably be here. Just to show you, because then it's somewhere like that. And again, even then, that's a bit awkward. Because then you've got to get over this wall. But also, because it's not near any set of, any doorway that you've already got, you've got to go all the way around the outside of your building. And that just takes time, is effort. It's not worth it. I can't be asked to walk around. Oh, what do you know? Teleported. So, yeah. No, it's everything takes a bit of work. If you're going to farm, if you're going to water, if you're going to generator, it takes a bit of work, or it's not going to be secure. Not worth it. Surrounding area, you've got a few viable options. Now, in my opinion, because of the walking distance thing, that, we'll call it that is your realistic sort of boundary for viable walking. It's not quite a circle, but it's close enough to a circle. And I probably wouldn't go much further in this anyway because of all the trees down here anyway. So that's what all this green stuff is, I think. It's trees. So you wouldn't want to go past here because you can't... The visibility is quite low. So that's why it's not a full circle. This would be the absolute limit for my distance, I would say. And the reason why that's not so bad is that this gives you a medical supply area. I believe this is a Gigamart. We'll just double check. No, not that one. Where's a Gigamart here? Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Which is sort of just on the border of your two lines. Right? Of your diamonds. If you were to draw a line between those two diamonds, it would pass straight through. Well, it's not done it. What's vaguely diagonal? There we go. The line between the two doesn't quite run like that, but it does include your Gigamat, so you can justify it. You can absolutely justify. Why have I not done this before? Huh. I don't know what I'm playing at. This is a lot of fun actually, drawing little arrows around. I used to do this for something else, and I can't remember what. I think one time I wanted to box off something, and it was before I'd installed the draw your own lines thing mod. Sorry, I'm having far too much fun doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Nearly done. So yeah, you've got your medical supplies that you can see in this area that I'm about to finish sectioning off. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there, nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. There we go. So it's like a weird upside down diamond, isn't it? Flip it around and you've got a Crash Bandicoot jewel. But again, I've already explained why this cuts off rather than properly, you know, doing the whole thing. God, I'm crazy. So you get your Gigamart, that's fine. Obviously, we've got some weapons already. You've got this building. Yeah. Which is a car place. Which means wrong side. Don't know why I thought it'd be the other side. You got your car maintenance area if you want to fix up your car. It's just inside the boundaries. We've got, I think this one's a church. Oh no, it's the community centre. Yes, community centre. Town hall. Whatever. Another eatery, so you got more food stuff. I considered this to have everything within a walkable distance of where the police station is. Now, if you want to go a bit further afield, you've got it's a gas station down here, and you've got some self-storage, and you've got a factory. That's another, as we talked about in our gun store video, because that's a gun store, if you want to go a bit further afield. This is a car repair place as well. I don't know why it's a different colour to the other car repair place. Probably because this is more of a shop, and that is more of a mechanics, but they are basically supplying the same stuff. Got a tool shop somewhere around here. We'll walk down the main street. Bookshop, dentist. So again, more medical stuff. I'm sure there's a tool shop on here. It's an insurance, it says. Is it this? I think it's this one. It's got some tools in it. Come on. Bloody doors, always in the way. Medicine. Food. I'm sure I have seen... Oh yeah, some farming bits if you decide you want to do some farming. Wrench. Come on. Come on. I know I had a save here recently. It might even still be active. Maybe right upstairs. I've definitely seen some tools here before. Oh yeah, okay, hammer. That's all it is. I don't bloody know. What do I know, eh? What are we in here? Beans. Chips. No, I don't know. Point is, there's other places where you can get your tools anyway. So in terms of the police station stuff, you can get to pretty much everything you could need. I think the gas station is probably the thing that's furthest out. What with it being down here. But I am going to give it the 10 marks because everything is within a fairly short walking distance. Wouldn't take us long to have walked from this building down to... Where's this one? Fucking hell. That's a busy one. Oh, it is a gas station. So you have got a gas station inside the diamond as well, actually. So, scratch that. everything you need is within a walkable distance. It's not necessarily safe, but it is walkable. And that is the key thing. How busy is it? I'm going to give it a 5-pointer, because that's quite busy down there. The outside, as we've already seen, is fairly busy. Probably broken in by now. Yeah, that's busy in there. In there. Getting to anything inside with diamond is going to be quite costly. It isn't too bad down here. There you go. That's not too bad. But I'm going to give it the... I'm only going to give it the 5 points. Because it's sort of in the boundary between really busy and not really busy. That sort of uncomfortable region where it's hard to define. And as you can see on the screen, that means that this gets 39 out of 39 out of 75 points. It's actually the lowest score of the lot. They're all fairly tightly packed. There's only 10 points in between the best and the worst one. And anyone who has been paying attention will see that the best one is Fallas Lake with a score of 49 out of 75. So all in all, what that has taught us is that Fallas Lake, with its dick-shaped, cock-shaped lake, is actually probably the best police station for you to check out in the game. Best police station for you to go to. And it has most of the stuff that you could need fairly close to it as well. So, yeah. What else can I say? Fallas Lake, which I'm just gonna... ridiculous name. Is that this one? Yeah, Fallas Lake. If that's what you're after, this police station, it's gonna circle it. It's not quite a circle. Never mind. That is your go-to if you fancy starting out in a police station, or setting up in a police station, I should say. Now, I probably wouldn't. Still, it's got moderate scores across the board. I am a very big fan of our upstairs defense system. It works, and that's why I like it. But if you were to go for a police station, then your best bet, numerically speaking, based on the facts, based on what we've seen, would absolutely be Fallas. And on that note, I'm going to say that if you've got any other videos that you want me to tackle, any other places that you want me to do a rundown of, let me know, and we'll have a look at getting them sorted. And until next time, this is goodbye from me. Goodbye.